Good morning. It's November 28th. Cheryl with Colchester Mill Fabrics and Quilting. We're here day 8 of our 2023 Stuff Your Stocking program. And today, Laura is going to be talking about all things fabric marking. And with that, I'm going to step out and let Laura tell you all about it.
Hello, everybody. As a quilter, we're always looking for that perfect marking tool, and it's hard to find a marking tool that is going to show up on all of our fabrics. So we have an assortment of marking tools for our special. Each one has a little different feature, so let's take a closer look at them now. And the first one I'd like to show you is the Sewline Duo Eraser and Marker. And this is a great marking tool. Not only does it mark, but it also, the set comes with an eraser pen. So when you are done with your marking, you could remove it easily from your fabric. It works like a flare pen. So you would make your line however you need to do this marking fabric before you're making half square triangles. Maybe you're going to do some applique and you want to mark where your vine is going to go. When you are done with your sewing, either by hand or by machine, and you would like to remove these marking lines, you use the eraser pen, go over it, and it has a special formula which will take your marking lines out of your fabric once it dries here too. It is non-toxic. Always pre-test any marking tool. You always want to pre-test it on your fabric first. But it's a great marking tool that doesn't fade and it won't rub away there too. And it comes together in a set, both the marking tool and the eraser to remove the lines also. Our next special is this great little pencil set that actually gives you a choice of 3 different colors. So I'm going to demonstrate it on our sample fabric here. And I don't know if the camera can zoom into it, but it does give you a choice of using either a pink, whoops, and I'm going to bring that out. So it is like a mechanical pencil, makes a nice fine line. When you, depending on what color your fabric you're going to be marking on, pink may show up best. You also have a choice of white, and you also have a choice of black. So the way the pen works, oops, I got back onto pink. The way the pen works is you're going to click the handle. So click it will expose the lead pencil, click it again, and it's going to retract. So you don't have to worry about it being open, maybe coloring or marking on the inside of your tote bag as you're carrying it. Again, a choice of either pink, white, or dark, depending on the color fabric that you're going to be marking on, will help determine what color lead pencil you'll use. And these also are refillable too. So our third marking tool is a very popular tool. It is our Chaco pen, and what it does is it has chalk in here, a loose chalk powder. The cylinder is refillable, but it's a loose chalk powder with a very fine wheel at the end, and you might be able to hear it. Maybe not. It's a really gentle click on there. But this is great for marking on your fabric here. Let's say you're going to be sewing a half square triangle or something where you have to sew from one corner to the next. You're going to take your ruler and you're going to chalk out a line for yourself. So it's a nice fine line, depending again on the color of your fabric. But gray is a great color that shows up on light. It also will show up on something darker. Basically, it'll show up on anything except gray itself. So it's a versatile color, one of our go-to colors when we're looking at marking tools there. If you're sewing something where you have to, let's say, half square triangles, stitch 1/4 of an inch from the center line, you can always use this Creative Grids ruler here, which is designed for finding that 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Mark it on either side of the center ruler here, and now you've got 1/4 of an inch from the center. The chalk is really nice, and some of it will rub out, but what doesn't rub out will easily remove with water. And our last marking tool that we're going to look at today is a Pigma marking pen. So this one is black and it comes in a 0.3 size. So it has a little bit thicker, but it's easier to see it. These are great when you're making labels. So I have a label we looked at a few days ago with our Sew Tight dots. And what I did for making this label, I'm going to add some extra lines to it too when I'm dropping it there. I had used my duo marker to draw some lines in here, did my printing with my Pigma pen, and afterwards, when I'm ready to put this label onto the quilt, I could remove these lines with this eraser. So it's nice to have a chance to combine both of these. The Pigma pen, I do my writing in here. This is a permanent marker. Usually if you're using it for labels, applique, embellishment, you're going to do your lettering or markings. When that ink dries, heat set it with a hot iron, and it'll make it permanent there. So our marking tool specials today, Mrs. Claus will go over with you, and I'm going to turn it back to Mrs. Claus.
Thank you, Laura. All right, that was a lot of information on marking tools. So the Sewline Duo marking set with the pen and the eraser is now $7. The Tricolored marking pencil is $15. The Clover Chacoliner in silver is $8. And the Pigma marker is now $3. And for today, we're doing a bundle offer. If you pick up one of each of the items, we will actually give you the Pigma marker for free. A couple of details to remember. If you place any order during our 12 days of Stuff Your Stocking, you'll be entered into a drawing for one of three $300 gift certificates to the shop. If you purchase $150 or more combined over the 12 days, you'll get a $20 coupon to use for a future visit. And we will have everybody's stockings ready for either pickup or to start shipping on Friday, December 15th. With that, if you have any questions, all the information is on our website, colchestermillfabricsandquilting.com. And we will see you tomorrow, which is going to be day 9. Thanks so much. Have a great day.